Hi everyone, this is Fawad from Roadmap Studios, and in this video I would like to show you how to synchronize all your data from Zoho to WooCommerce and vice versa. So let's go back to our testing environment. In the previous video, we showed you how to make the connection between WooCommerce and Zoho inventory, and in this video we're going to show you how to synchronize all the data. So we're going to start with the tax mapping first. So this is all the tabs that you can see here on the settings page. These are in a chronological order. So you start with tax mapping, and what we see here is the following. So we have the WooCommerce tax rates here on the left side of the screen, and we got the Zoho tax rates here in shown here within the drop downs. So make sure to map the taxes, even if there is no tax applicable in your country. Just create a zero tax rate in Zoho. So you can just go to settings, then to preferences, um, and then go to taxes here, and just simply create a standard tax rates like this, for example, called 50 if there is no tax applicable in your country. And once you have done that, then you can get back here and you have also created a standard tax rate in WooCommerce and simply map that with the VAT 0. In our case, we do have a tax rate here, so that's 21% for the standard and 9% for the low tax rate. And there is also a hard-coded tax rate here as well. And this is being added for support to actually support some special tax plugins, WooCommerce tax plugins, which are actually exempting the tax on the checkout. So that's always also zero. That has also always a zero tax rate. So make sure to that is also connected to the VAT exempt is connected to a zero tax rate in Zoho. So once we've done that, we're going to the next step, which is data sync. And here we have already outlined the steps to synchronize all the data. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to synchronize the categories. So first, make sure that the categories are enabled in Zoho. There is a link here which is redirecting you to the Zoho item preferences. So simply go to preferences, items, field customizations, and you can see that category here should be enabled. So if it's not active, just make sure that it's active here, and that's it. And once we've done that, we're going to synchronize the categories. That's what we're doing. If you have subcategories, you can also synchronize the subcategories here. And after that, go to the configuration tab. So let's select the categories which we want to use for the synchronization of data. So we got a couple of here which we already have selected. So let's select these ones here. All right, and let's go back to data sync. And now let's import items from Zoho. Just to make sure, just to show you that we don't have any items imported yet. So let's go to the products overview page, and you can see we don't have any products, so this is a fresh start. So let's import some items. We're going to start with simple items first, and then after that, we're going to import the variable items, which are called grouped items in Zoho. If you have the Pro version of the plugin, you can also import composite items. These are product bundles in WooCommerce, and that also requires you to have the product bundles plugin installed as well, which you can purchase from WooCommerce.com. So we now have imported a couple of simple items. So let's refresh this page, and we can see we have two items we've imported. We can also import a couple of grouped items as well, so which are variable items in WooCommerce. Once we have done that, we can in the meantime refresh the page to see, yeah, a couple of grouped items, a couple of variable items have been imported as well. So now let's go to the next step, which is checking the order settings. So in the order settings, we got a couple of settings here for you. So if you have the Pro version, you can also create a package here You can also even disable the order sync here if you temporarily do not want to sync any orders into Zoho. You can also enable the auto-generated sales order number, so basically letting Zoho decide what the sales order number is going to be. This is something that which we highly recommend because it allows you to also use custom workflows in Zoho. It allows you to use custom functions in Zoho as well. And it's just also easier to actually integrate Zoho inventory with other Zoho applications as well. So simply enable that. And we're still going to send the WooCommerce order ID as a reference. And we can, before that reference number, we can also add an order prefix. And in this case, we're going to call it WC for WooCommerce. And we're going to save that. And let's also send the orders as draft to Zoho. You can also attach or connect the orders to a specific warehouse. If you want to connect the orders of your web shop to one specific warehouse, that's also possible, and then you can save that as well. Now let's test things out by placing an order. So we'll go to the shop page, and let's add this product to the cart. Now let's change up the quantity as well a little bit. All right. Let's go to checkout. So in Zoho, you can see the orders being arrived here in sales orders. So we don't have any sales orders right now. So we're going to place one here. And let's place it here. So the order has been received. We got an order number 9049. And let's refresh the page here. We can see that the order has arrived. So Zoho has decided what the order ID is going to be, and but we of course are still sending the WooCommerce order ID as a reference number, so you can easily look it up if you want to find out more about the order. So let's click on that, and we can see that we have synchronized the billing details, shipping details. We also synchronized the delivery method as well. And we got the product here mentioned as well with the total. So we got quantity of 2, which is correct. And we are going to check that. We can see that here as well. So we got 2 of these simple items here. Another way to monitor the synchronization is going to the orders overview in WooCommerce admin. And we have added here an extra column here in this overview, which is called Zoho Sync, and that's going to show you whether or not the order has been synchronized or not. If the order was not synced, you don't have to worry because we're still within an hour after the order has been placed, we're still going to forcefully synchronize the order. So we are guaranteeing that the order is getting synced within 1 hour after the order has been placed. So you don't have to worry about that. If for some mysterious reason the order is still not synced, it could be that the website was down, or it could be a huge conflict with another plugin. You can always manually update the order, manually sync the order by clicking on this item. So, for example, let's update this order. So let's change the quantity into 4, and let's click on save. So we went from 420 euros to 840 euros. And so let's update this order. Now let's click on sync order button here. Now we can check the order notes, and we can see here the API response that the sales order has been updated. So if you go back to Zoho, now this quantity should be 4, and we should have a total of 840 euros. So let's refresh the Zoho dashboard. And we can see that the order has been updated, right? So we have now 4 items, a quantity of 4, and we also have a new total as well. The same goes if you change anything else here for the order. If you change the shipping address manually, or if you're shipping any order notes, or if you're adding any new particular items or a coupon code, for example, you can that will also get synchronized. Now let's say that we're going to cancel the order, right? So that can happen automatically, or you can do it manually here, of course, as well. It doesn't, of course, it doesn't matter. So let's update that one. Now, if we update here, if we cancel the order and we click on update the order, um, that will automatically sync to Zoho as well. So the order will get synced as void. So now the order is void. So that means in Zoho, that means that it's canceled. That is being done automatically. So either if this process is going to be done by you manually or by another plugin which you're using on a website, if the order is getting canceled, it will also get canceled automatically in Zoho as well.